Hello everyone. In today's video, what we're going to do is go over an area that I'm finding that a lot of people don't know exists within the DIBBS system. Now, typically, if we're going to bid on government contracts through DIBBS, our process would be logging in, going to this area right here on the menu bar of RFQs, which is a request for quotation. And then we would select a category. See how there's multiple categories here. In this case, I'm just going to click on FSC. You type in the FSC that you can provide, and then you just go to search. If this area is confusing, you can watch one of the other videos that I've created that goes over how to find information through DIBBS on the RFQs. But here, if I click on search, it's going to show me how many opportunities are there. So in the RFQ section, the request for quotations, there's 1,459 opportunities that people are bidding on. Everyone knows this that uses the DIBBS system, RFQs. But there is an area that I'm finding many people never knew existed, where you can find multiple items on one bid or one request for a bid. Right? So maybe there's one 5306 item and one 5305 and 5310, and they're bundling it all and then asking for you to quote the whole package. And also there's an area where it's going to go over long-term agreements. So this is possibly a 5-year agreement with the government at a set price that when they need those parts, they can issue a request for that item that you can fulfill. Now, that section is in a completely different area, which is just to the right of RFQs called RFP. So in today's video, we're going to go over this area, which is called request for proposals. Request for proposals and invitation for bid solicitations and other RFQs. So it's just an area that I'm finding most people don't exist. And it does look a lot different when you try to read the PDF of the solicitation, and also submission of that bid is a little bit different as well. So in today's video, we're going to go over how to do exactly just that. So in this case, what I would do is I would click on RFPs, and then you're looking at the categories. Now, remember the RFQ area has more categories than this. In here, there's really only one that you're going to look at. You probably don't know what the solicitation number is. You surely don't know the buyer code. Maybe you know the nomenclature, but most, if not all the time, you're going to know what the NSN/part number is. Now, what we want to do is we want to provide the first 4 digits of that part number, which is going to be the FSC. So in this case, I'm going to type in 5306. You can type in anything, 5305, 5310, 1248, whatever it might be, but you want to put an asterisk at the end of that FSC code. And the reason why, now it's going to find all of the NSNs that start with 5306, because I'm putting this asterisk here. From there, I click on submit. Now, you're finding that there are 12 additional opportunities that are there. It is a lot less than what we had on the RFQ side, but what I'm finding is that there's less people bidding in this area, right? So as you can see, it looks a little bit different and whatnot. And then we would go through here, look at the different items. But previously I mentioned that they sometimes bundle the items. Let me give you an example. If I click on this solicitation right here, click on that. This is all of the all of the line items that they're looking for. So they're wanting a 5306. That's right here, which is a bolt machine, which is the nomenclature. But there's also another type of 5306, which is a rod continuous. I'm not sure exactly what that thread, I believe it is what it is. They're also looking for a bolt hook. Right, bolt eye. So you see what they're doing is they're combining different NSNs, and it's on one proposal that is out there. Right? Going back, so let me go back. Now the one that we're going to do for simplicity here is we're going to look at one of these solicitations that is here. We're actually going to look at, I believe it's going to be this one. Yeah, we're going to look at this one right here. Now, in this solicitation right here, let's read or go over the information that is in this area. Now, it's saying total items that are there, and it says 3. They're actually needing more than 3, but it's showing you the total line items. Here, we see what line items are needed. So they're needing the actual part and a quantity of that, but they're also needing a production lot testing, and they're needing a first article for this specific item. So you got to complete all 3 lines here. But if I were to click on this, It's going to ask if I want to be notified of any amendments. I always click on no. And now I can download this request for proposal. Now look at this request for proposal. It's looking a lot different than the request for quotations that previously. Just to kind of give you an example, this is what a request for quotation would look like, right? And in my other video, I go over exactly the information that you need to extract there. The same information that you extract from a request for quotation, you can extract from a request for proposal. It just looks different. So all we're needing to do is go in here and search the request for proposal and find out the information that we got to extract. So in this, and I'm just going to go over it very quickly, but it's going to show you the complete NSN number that's there, the type of item that they're looking for, right? If you keep scrolling down, it's going to show you the part number, right? So here's the part number. Oh, let me squeeze in there, so sorry. It's going to show you the part number, which is 145 Romeo 3650-5. And it's going to show you exactly how many items they need. Now, you see how it looks a little bit different? Here it goes back to the request for quotation. Go here, go to line item number 1. Sorry for the scrolling. You're going to see here it looks a little bit different, right? There's no underscores here for the unit price or total price, but it's the same information, right? Just looks a little slightly different here. So what the government is needing here is they're needing 689 units of this specific bolt, right? So there's the packaging details, as you see right here and right here. This is the request for quotation. You see the packaging details. So again, it's the same information that you would typically get from a request for quotation that you would get on a request for proposal. It's just in a different area and formatted differently, right? So you would go to your distributor that you're going to get the part from, maybe it's the manufacturer, whomever it might be, to be able to fulfill it, to be able to provide the price. Now, typically, going back to DIBBS here, if it's an RFQ, right, and let's type in this again, 5306, again, this is the typical RFQ section, we can then just, go right here to quote. You would quote, it's going to pull it up, and you would fill out this quote. Now, the RFP section is different. In the RFP section, the way that it's going to work is you're going to actually need to upload the proposal to the government. So we click on this one. So remember, this is the information that we do have right here, right? The R099. So once I have all the information and I'm ready to bid on this, I can't go into the system and just submit it electronically from where I'm just filling out a form. I need to actually upload my offer to the DLA. So what I would do then in here is I would fill this out manually, right? So if you have Adobe and you can fill it out, that works perfectly, but you would need to fill out a request for proposal, right? So fill it out in that case. Let me just show you an example. I'm trying to do it this way. Pull it like this, here, there, boom, okay. To be able to fill it out, and what I would do is I would then edit the file, and then I would just add text boxes here. So right here, you need to fill out information, right? So who's the person that's authorizing this? My name is Tristan Thomas, and sourcing is the name of our company, Sourcing Solutions, right? And you would just fill this out. You would put your electronic signature that is here. What is the day that you're offering it? So this video is being filmed on June 26, 2024, right? Our facility cage code, you got to put that information there, 8HU7, facility 8HU7. Again, if you're needing information on, if you're needing more information about what you need to add on, we're going to create another video and dive deep into a request for proposal, so you know exactly how to fill this out properly, because it is 43 pages of a ton of information. But you would fill this out, and once you have this all filled out, going back to this, you would then just choose the file and upload the document. You would put the description, whatever the description is, so bid for proposal, document contains offer, and then you would upload the file. You upload it, you click on it, it's saying who it's uploaded by, gives you your cage code or your identification code, what the file name is, bid for proposal, and then you would submit it. So this is the way that we're going to submit a request for proposal. A little bit different than we would on the request for quotation. But going back and going through all of this again, request for proposals is an area that I just am finding that a lot of people don't know exists. This is a great way to find an opportunity that you're bidding on it with less people that are competing for it because they don't know it exists, right? So while you would typically go to RFQs, my recommendation would be that you would click on RFPs and see what else is out there. All right. Haven't mentioned this before, but my name is Tristan Thomas with Mend Sourcing. What we do is we are a distributor based out here in California that is helping others find a way into navigating the world of government contracting. So if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to this channel. And then we're going to be providing more videos to help you win your first award. Thank you and have a good day.